Hey class, those of you who are connected to my 230 section, I just wanted to give you an update with what's going on with AZ Ascend. So when we had left at spring break, we had 3 projects, and I realized we were trying to work through to that student research conference day, which has been canceled, but we're still going to move forward going through and helping AZ Ascend the best that we can. So we had our Raising a Reader project, which is specifically for the honor students. We were working on an exit survey, an outtake survey for the homeless program. And then we had a survey going for the Family Resource Center. So the I Help Homeless Program outtake survey is kind of on hold. They're still working tirelessly to help keep up their services during the pandemic. And I'm still going to be working with Jonathan, who was my contact for that, as best as I can, but he's really busy, and so the project for him has taken a back burner. So the 2 projects we have left are the Raising a Reader project. The Raising a Reader project is just for the honor students. I am checking back in with Donna to see if I can get the updated surveys. If I get the updated surveys within this next week, I will be doing the data entry for you, and I will be sharing output for you. And then as a group, you guys would work to write up and come up with an audio presentation for me to share with AZ Ascend. For my other students that are in 230 and they're not honor students with Dr. Z, you guys are going to be helping me with the Family Resource Center. So the Family Resource Center, there was an evaluation. It's ongoing. It's still out, although I don't imagine they're going to be getting much more surveys back. I did get a handful of surveys a couple weeks ago from Donna, and again, I'm going to be checking back in with her within this next week, and if she has any additional surveys, and I'm also going to check online to see if there's been any online work, then I will again, I will be updating and entering all that data into Jamovi, and then I will be sharing the output with you, and then you guys are just going to be coming up with a presentation. And that's going to kind of be your final project. And that presentation I can also share with AZ Ascend. So we still can do some great community work with service learning, although again, AZ Ascend is facing challenges but still working to serve the community, and we're facing challenges with me not being able to see you, and I'm placing less emphasis on using Jamovi or having you use Jamovi, and so a lot of that's going to be me relying on you guys to work in groups and to do a presentation as a group. And I'll give you some more feedback on that. There's Canvas groups to use. You can also kind of form your own text. We can use Google Slides and Google Docs to be sharing the document. And again, I would ask each one of you to kind of reflect on your contributions to the project, but these are going to be group projects. I will be giving you more information in the coming weeks, but that's my update for you. If you have any questions or concerns about these projects, please do reach out and contact me. I hope you guys are doing well. I miss you. And I, again, wish you well as you're transitioning back into classes on the online classes. And if I can be of any help to you, if it's advice, if it's feedback, if it's stuff you're stumbling across, be it a community need, an academic need, a student need, a mental resource need, etc., please let me know and I'll help out as best I can. Thank you. So while I said thank you, the last bit of this video is for my honor students. My honor students, you do have a small project that was part 1 of the project, and I gave you the option right before break. Hey, you guys want to start this now or you want to work on it after break? And you all were like, work on it after break. And so here we are after break. So if you go into your modules, you can see it's at the online learning starting April 6th. You can also see it's in here too. You're going to click on this. When you click on this, you're going to have 2 different parts of this assignment. So actually it's more like 4 parts or ish, but I'm breaking it down to 2 different things that I'm having you do. I'm having you do first trying to find a measure out there. And so what I mean by measure is you're trying to find a survey, questions family members fill out, parents fill out. So that is a measure. To do that, I have a video that gives you some tips. You can use Google Scholar for this. You can also go into EBSCO or the CGC library search engine for this. And you're just trying to find a measure out there. So it could be a reading assessment survey. It could be questions about how often you read or the ways you read with your kids. So it is a validated measure, and what I mean by that is it's published and you could find it. I realize this could be a challenge. I don't want you to spend more than 45 minutes trying to do this, and so I do have this little sample sheet. I just need evidence you were making a search, and we can go from there. Probably later this week I might put on a video of a sample search I find, or maybe closer to the end of the project, just so you can kind of see how that works. And again, you can always reach out to me. If you don't find an article, that's fine. You're going to turn in your, hey, this is what I tried and I didn't come up with anything. If you think you found something, again, oftentimes it's in the appendix of a research article, and so you kind of see it at the very end of the research article. So that's part 1. Part 2, I want you to, again, you can use Google Scholar or you can use the CGC library. I want you to find a research article. It could be a meta-analysis. It could be a secondary study. It could be a primary study, which is just a empirical study where you see the introduction, methods, results, discussion on a topic connected to your project, raising a reader. And so it is something that I would like coming from the community psychology perspective. So I gave some suggested journals. I also gave you some suggested word usage on there. And so I just want you to find an article that's going to connect to raising a reader or parent-child interactions, parent-child interventions, parent-child reading, early literacy, things connected to that Raising a Reader program. You're going to find that article, and then you're just going to tell me a little bit about it. You're going to read it and summarize it in a little bit, and then you're going to use APA for references and citations. So again, it's kind of, you've got those 2 different types of searches, and then that second search, the first search, you're going to just tell me, hey, I found it, or hey, I didn't find it, but this is what I did. The second part to the actual article is reading it and summarizing it. So again, you guys have until April 15th, but again, I'm being more lenient with deadlines, and so you can also contact me with questions. And again, for that first part, if you struggle and you don't find something, that's fine. Just show me evidence you searched. And again, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.